Hello, welcome. I'm Hannah, and 2023 is the year that I become a mascara influencer. Just kidding, kind of. Here's the brief. I've realized recently that in a lot of areas of my makeup, with the exception of eyes and lips and kind of blush and highlight, I don't want selection. I don't want choice. I just want good staple products that I can count on when I need them. I've found that when it comes to eyebrows, to my foundation, to my concealer, but mascaras is something that's always kind of like a crapshoot for me. And for years, I've been using mostly samples. When I would buy too much makeup, which I'm trying to get better at and buy more thoughtfully, I would find myself always acquiring samples from little gift bags at Ulta or 100-point perks at Sephora, or I would buy like a Sephora favorites kit and it would come with a mascara, something like that. And I would be getting things that I didn't choose just because they were free or they were on a sale that I couldn't resist. But now I've used up most of those samples of mascara and I don't miss it. I want the ability to pick out a mascara and to know what I'm going to get and to know what I'm shopping for. And I hope that throughout this video and the next one that we'll talk about, I will figure out what my perfect mascara is. So yeah, I bought 8 mascaras. The plan is that in this video, I'm going to be doing first impressions about all of the 8 mascaras. I'll be checking in on 4 different days and trying one on each eye. And then after I do this video, I'll start working on another video where I try out all of the mascaras a little more comprehensively, and I'll be able to actually review them and report back on how they wear, how they wash, how I feel about them. I'm hoping that one of these mascaras will be my like holy grail mascara. Maybe I'll even like more than one of them for different reasons. I tend to be pretty picky with my mascaras because I expect a lot out of them. I love a bold eye look and I'm not a false lash wearer, so I need a mascara to stand up against the drama of whatever eyeshadow I have going on. I will not tolerate smudging or flaking. I want to be able to put on my mascara and count on it to look good throughout the entire day, even if it's going to be like a 12-hour day or something. Also, I don't like waterproof formulas because I want them to wash off when I want them to wash off. I use a cleansing balm and I don't want to feel like I have to scrub and damage my eyelashes in order to remove my mascara. So let me show you the mascaras that we're working with. Here's the 8 mascaras. I found most of them on Sephora. I typed in mascara and I sorted by top rated, and I was just looking for vegan mascaras that promise to be volumizing and lengthening. One of them is not from Sephora. I bought the Thrive mascara, the liquid lash extensions. I know it's a tubing mascara. I don't even really know what that means because the way it's described by people doesn't sound real when they're like, it just like tubes off. I don't get it, so we'll figure that out. But yeah, people have been talking about this for so long and I've always wanted to try it, so I went for it and I got it. I am hoping that I like this one because it comes in like a blue, and it would be really cool if I had like the blue version of this and then if one of the others was like my perfect black mascara, but we'll see. Haven't tried it yet. The other mascaras I have this 3-part one from Kaja. They are very gimmicky, but I have found that Kaja makes some solid products if the gimmick of it isn't too much of a deterrent. So we'll try this one out. I have the Athr Beauty Big Bang Mascara, the Caliray Come Hell or High Water Tubing Mascara, the Tower 28 MakeWaves Mascara, the Colé Mascara, the Rare Beauty Mascara, and this Urban Decay Wild Lash Mascara. So yeah, this is just a fun little video of first impressions and introducing you to this project that I'm embarking on. I also am excited because this will go up while I'm still testing all these out, so if you've tried these and have any opinions or advice about them, I would love to hear that while I'm still forming my thoughts about them. So yeah, hopefully we'll have some winners and then I can go back to being a person that ignores mascara releases. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I plan to keep my lid shade pretty light for all of the first impressions in this video, just so we can see the dark lashes against a lighter background. But in the next video, where I do a more comprehensive review of each of them, I will be trying each mascara on all different types of looks, because life isn't just a series of light-colored shimmery lids. So today, I'm going to start off with two that I might be the most excited about, the Colé and the Tower 28. So I'm going to do Colé on this lid and Tower 28 on this one. I did use my Thrive lash curler, which I just got in, and I think it's okay. They don't look that lifted, huh? In fact, I feel like they're going so straight out that you can't even see them at all right now. I'm gonna do another little curl. I don't love this. Okay, the Colé one. I haven't opened any of these. It's a smaller wand than I tend to like. Usually I think like the bigger and juicier a wand is, the better. It does seem very long, but just not very voluminous. It does seem to be like hair bristles. I don't know what the word for it is, but like I don't like when it's rubber bristles or plastic bristles. I like when it's more hair-like. Okay, first impression is that's some good lengthening, but I am nervous about the length of this because I feel like if I want to use the thicker part on the outside, I'm gonna have that inner part being very close to getting on my face. I'm dipping back in. I'm gonna try to, yeah, I wiped off that the little extra bit at the end. I really like how that looks on my lower lash line. Going in for my second coat. Stab myself a little bit there. Okay, my first impression is that I am impressed by this. I think it added a lot of length. I think it especially works on my lower lash line, which I care more about it not being clumpy. I think it could be a little bit more volumizing on the top, but I don't know. It might end up being good enough, or it might end up being the kind of thing that I use for length, and then maybe I'll like another mascara to add some volume. But first impression is this looks promising. And here we can really get a comparison to without mascara. For the Tower 28 side, I know people have been raving about this mascara, and Tower 28, I'm generally pretty skeptical of them because I know they're one of those like clean brands that thinks preservatives are bad, and then your makeup just goes bad after a couple months. I had a lipstick from them that just went so off so quickly, and I don't use lipsticks that quickly, but I feel like that could be fine for me when it comes to mascara because I don't tend to keep mascaras for that long anyway. Oh. I'm sure I saw these brushes before in the pictures, I just don't remember. This one looks like a plastic bristle brush, which I'm not crazy about, but people seem to like it, so I'm open-minded. I can tell that the brush separates them really nicely. So that's one coat. For some reason with the shape of the brush, I kind of find it harder to get it onto the lower lashes. That does look very nice and kind of like clean, like neat. I see one little speck here, but I mean, this one also had a couple little specks. Okay, I'm gonna dip it back in and go for my next coat. It is nice that it doesn't feel like goopy at all. Yeah, I feel like I don't like this for my lower lashes. Interesting. So here's the first two on. I feel like the Colé definitely added more length, but it's a little bit more sporadic about where there's volume, whereas the Tower 28 one went on very evenly, but it didn't lengthen as much, and I felt like for the lower lash line, it was a little bit harder to get it onto the lashes and not poke my eye and not poke my face. Cool. Okay, we're gonna do one more squeeze on the curler. and then go in with the next two mascaras. Today I'm going to try out the Kaja 3-part inconvenient looking one and the Rare Beauty mascara. This is actually the only one in this video that I have previously tried. I had a deluxe sample, I think it was like a code at Sephora type of thing, and I did like it a lot, but I'm interested to see how it performs in the full size, but I do have high hopes for this one. Let's start with the Kaja though. It has 3 parts. It has a clear, which I guess is a primer, but they're also billing it as like a brow gel for some reason. O2 is volumizing and O3 is lengthening, and these are all magnetic. The primer has a pretty standard looking brush. It's been a long time since I've used Maybelline Great Lash, but I feel like this is like a Great Lash brush. Okay. I didn't really feel anything from that. I've used some primers that like you can see the whiteness to it that then the mascara builds on top of or whatever, but that really feels like it could be a gimmick. Like that might have just been like clear gel, you know? O2 is volumizing. This one has a type of brush that I like seeing. It looks really big and fluffy. Alright, I don't think that gave me a ton of volume. It just looks like it kind of like coated them nicely, but maybe once I put the lengthening on, it will kind of all come together or something. The lengthening is a type of brush that I don't tend to like the look of. It's very slim and rubbery looking. This also feels like pretty wet, I'd say. Okay, so there's the 3 steps. I don't really love the look of this. I think it looks okay. You know, as I said, I'll be trying these more in depth. I wonder if this is something that I'll want to kind of build up a bit more or something. Because I just feel like it's not giving me enough. You know, for 3 steps, you'd think it would deliver a little bit better than that. Let's do the Rare Beauty. This one has a nice big brush. That went on really nicely. I feel like the one coat of this looks like the 3 steps of this. And also, I think that's a little bit of smudging down there. Let's do one more coat of the Rare Beauty. This looks good. I definitely prefer the application method of 1 tube instead of 3. No immediate smudging or flaking or anything. It looks nice. I definitely see more lift in these lashes than this one also. Okay, so the next 2 are total wild cards. I haven't heard anything really about them, good or bad, but they came up on my Sephora search and they matched the criteria that I was looking for. So I have the Athr Beauty Big Bang Mascara. I've never tried anything from Athr Beauty. Honestly, nothing's really appealed to me much. But I like the look of this brush, and it was on sale for half off. I don't know if that means they're discontinuing it. If it does mean that, then I hope I don't love this, because I don't want to fall in love with a mascara that I can't count on getting, but I thought we'd try it. And then I have the Urban Decay Wild Lash, which I'm also nervous about because if it's part of a specific collection, I'm nervous that means it won't last forever also. But here we are, so let's see. Okay, it's not quite as fluffy as I would like. It's very long, but it does look like actual bristles and not like rubber, so that's good. Let's see. I did just curl my lashes. I like how that looks on the lower lash lines. Very separated. But I'm not seeing a lot of volume. In for the second coat. Yeah, not bad on first glance. I always forget to do an inner corner shade when I'm doing this, huh? But not a lot of volume, just a lot of kind of nice separation. I do see a little smudging on the lid, but that could also be user error. The Urban Decay one, a little bit of a curved brush. I like the look of this too. Not a lot of impact on the first coat. I don't know if I'm like not using the brush in the right way. Ooh, poke myself in the eye. Those smudges might just be my fault. Yeah, I find this brush a little bit difficult to use because it feels very wide. I feel like this made my lashes look kind of like fluttery, very separated, but kind of more difficult to use. Like you could definitely see the impact on the top lash compared to this one. I'll have to say, maybe I'll get used to this and this will become a good one. I don't know. Okay, I have my final two mascaras to compare, the Thrive Causemetics Liquid Lash Extensions and the Caliray Come Hell or High Water. These are both tubing mascaras. I've never used a tubing mascara before, but I'm really excited. This Thrive one is really heavy. Maybe this one's just really light, but I think this one's really heavy. I already curled my lashes. Huh. That's like a thinner and more rubbery looking brush that I tend to like. I hope I like this one because I want the blue. Is it just me or does this look very black? Okay, that looks nice on first coat. There is some that's smudged on my lid, but that might have just been user error. I feel like I get a better impression when I'm doing this in my normal mirror. Ooh, stab my eye. Okay. Besides that part that got on my lid, I feel like it looks really good. It's like a little bit tangled up there, but I can deal with some clumping if that means I'll have the drama. And I feel like this looks very dark and there's some length to those lashes. I'm excited about that. And how it washes off is a big deal to me, and apparently these come off your lashes really easily. So I don't know, that's looking nice. Let's try out the Caliray one. I know this is from like the founder of Tarte, who then created her own brand, and I know that they use a lot of like recycled packaging, I believe, which I'm down with. This brush also doesn't look funky, doesn't look like it's pulling any punches, but it looks a little bit more fluffy than the Thrive one. I'm gonna wipe off the tip because I just know that'll be on my nose. On the first layer, it's looking nice and fluffy. Let's see where it gets to. I dipped in again. Stab my eye. Oof. I think I just have no depth perception when I'm using my viewfinder. This looks pretty good too. I feel like it's giving me less length, but I feel like it touched each lash separately, so I have a little bit better separation. But for length, like this is giving me that length, and length is drama. I don't know, these both look pretty promising though. And it'll be fun to compare how the two different tubing mascaras wash off. I do think this Caliray one is more accessible because you can get it from Sephora and you don't have to place a special order from its own website, pay shipping, and all that just to try this one. Which really is the reason that I've known about it for like years and years and haven't tried it up until now. But I'm excited about these. And there you have it, the first impressions for 8 different mascaras. I know this was a pretty surface level video, clearly a first impressions, but I thought it would just be fun to take you along to the first part of this journey, and I hope that it was fun to watch. I'm now going to be on my way to testing these out, figuring out what wears the best, what washes off the best, things like that. And if you have any specific recommendations or questions, let me know and I could try to address them in the more comprehensive video also. I would also love to hear your guesses or picks for like bottom 2 and top 2. I feel like that would be really fun to see how it stacks up once I have fully tried these out. So yeah, leave me a comment, let me know. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and we'll be back again soon for more on this mascara journey. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.